Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony, and joined with me today are the other three commercial characters on my set. Fellas, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves, starting with the Do You Like Insurance, Jared?
What's going on, guys? Armos checking in. A little under the weather. You'll be able to tell with my voice this entire episode. But still here. My favorite commercial character is Terry Tate, the office linebacker.
Tony just threw the dice.
Yo, those commercials still hold up to today.
I'm sorry, who?
You don't know the linebacker?
You don't know Terry Tate, office linebacker?
Dude.
Oh my goodness. We're watching this after we're done with this episode.
I thought it was going to be Alex that I stole.
You
Are you
will
serious?
love him. Dude.
Bro.
You didn't steal mine, but that's such a good one.
So
You
good.
kill the Joe, you make some mo.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dan. I play Menace Pebblewalker, your tiny little swarm keeper ranger, and I am the Old Spice man. I'm on a horse. Now look down. Now I'm in a shower of this podcast. Classic. Love those commercials. There are a lot of good Old Spice spokespeople to pick from, by the way, but I'm just going with the main Old Spice man.
Iconic.
Not
How about you, Alex?
Not Terry Crews.
I was thinking about it.
Damn. All right. Well, I feel safe saying mine now. My name is Alec. I play Drell of the Ashbourne, and I am the Yo Quiero Taco Bell Chihuahua from the Taco Bell commercials.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That is the OG animal sponsor or ad was that Chihuahua.
If you've never seen those ads, go back and watch it right now. Pause our podcast and go watch that.
Absolutely.
What about you, Tony?
Man, I've been thrown for a loop with the Terry Tate one. I'm going to have to go with the commercial characters, which I'm pretty sure that commercial is the reason why the business went out of business. The Quiznos sub chupacabras. If you know what a Quiznos is, it's a sandwich shop, and they had the most acidity trip commercials ever. That was really big in like the 2000s. Just go, do yourself a favor, look up Quiznos commercials, and oh my God, somebody at Quiznos headquarters thought this would sell sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. I remember this. I remember this now.
Tony also apologizes ahead of time for thinking the Quiznos went out of business to all you West Coast people, because Quiznos is very well and alive on the West Coast in California.
That commercial would work there. Is Quiznos really a thing?
Yeah, dude, Quiznos is good.
They made banging sandwiches for sure, but they're not over here.
They make great sandwiches.
Yeah, they've gone out of business where I live.
Yeah, well, Quiznos executives, if you're listening to this and you want to sponsor us, please, I apologize, and your sandwiches are good. And with that being said, you know the deal. Before we go ahead and roll for the recap, we're going to go ahead and do the rundown. And today's rundown is brought to you by Alec.
Okay, so yeah, we have a really cool rundown this week. I want to go ahead and talk about an art competition. We're going to have, for the entire month of April, a character art creation competition. All you have to do is make some cool character art of any DND404 characters. We're going to have you upload it to our Reddit page. Literally just DND404. The winner's going to be selected at the end of the month, and we're going to give you a really cool prize. So hopefully you like it. So again, you have from April 1st to April 30th to submit it. And yeah, good luck. And if you draw Drell, you get extra points. Just kidding.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Can't wait to see what great submissions we get. And now you know the deal. I'm going to go ahead and roll for the recap, where I roll a giant foam chewed up D4, where I am number 1, 2 is Alec, 3 is Dan, and 4 is Jared. So how would you guys like me to roll it today?
Close your eyes.
Close my eyes closed.
And with your left hand.
Oh, look nice.
Okay, so I'm looking right at it. It kind of went under my desk, but I would need to move my camera to show you. So I'm just going to move my camera.
Ooh, feet pics. Here we go.
Pretty much.
Screenshot the notes. Screenshot the notes so you see them.
We're moving. Oh, he pulled the camera
out of the
computer.
camera out. Yep. Okay.
Nice, dude. Way to go.
Way to go.
Tony, don't forget you got to send socks and sandal pics to the Discord.
Oh my God, the socks and sandal pics. It is a 2.
Hey, 2 in a row.
No, dude. See, I don't believe that. I just think it's funny. It just happens to fall on mine when it's out of.
It was Jared, then Alec. That's amazing.
Yeah, when is Dan going to get another recap, dude? Jesus.
I did it like 3 times in a row.
It was Jared, Dan, Jared is how it freaking went. I'm pretty sure. Something like that.
I think you're right.
All right. So last episode, we went ahead and decided to take some ethereal plane potions and sneak into the chieftain's hut. As we did, we stumbled upon the chieftain being tied down and being attempted to be healed because she was going into a crazy blood rage. After further investigation, we saw a blood shard lodged into her arm. Minas and Armos made the decision to pop out of the ethereal plane into the material plane and try to convince the guards that they were there to help. After a little bit of discussion, the chieftain's condition started to get worse and worse, where she ended up killing one of the mages that was there to help her. Oh, I think it was actually the only mage. I might be wrong. I don't know. Cleric. Yeah, cleric. She killed the only cleric that was there to help her. That is when the battle went down with the chieftain. Jarrell, after Minas and Armos both forgot the code word, he hopped out of the ethereal plane as well to assist them in the battle. I would say short battle, a little bit, or maybe a lot of convincing that we're actually there to help. The guards and scholars decided to listen to us. And after that, we were able to go to the armory, where we found a hidden room that had was it a box, I think, or a crate, I think, that had a bunch of helmets in it and a note that told you not to put these on until you were ready and to do it by the beach. So the group left, we went to the beach, we sat down. So we attuned to the helmets, we put them on, and that's when we lost our hearing. But as we turned and looked at the beach, we heard a bunch of rumbling. The sky, I believe the floating island went red, and that is when a giant stuck its head out of the water.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the world of Humbrea, featuring 3 first-time adventurers and 1 very patient DM. This is DND404. Fellas, boyos, welcome to session 95. We begin today's session with the 3 of you standing on the beach just outside of San Lo, placing the skull cap of silence upon each of your heads. Attuning to the skull cap granted each of you with complete silence, magically deafening you with the ability to communicate with each other via messaging spell. Ahead of you, leaving the 3 of you in utter shock, is an enormous gargantuan head of a hydra. The size of its head alone could be compared to a small mountain. The hydra's eyes twist and contort in place like a flame. Its iris shifts colors between a blood red and a fiery yellow. Its teeth are large, sharp, and jagged, similar to that of a black dragon's mouth. Its scales pulse, shine, and reflect as they look to be an amalgamation of both flesh and stone. The crystal scales on the hydra glisten in the blood-soaked ocean water as they glow this deep red and shadowy purple color, and it's staring at you. You are in complete and utter silence. The crashing of the waves do not make a sound. You feel like these weird vibrations on your feet, and as it breathes, the crystal scales that's glowing this shadowy purple color is expanding and contracting, and the neck is moving in a very weird way. What are the 3 of you doing at this moment?
I would like to pull out my giant slayer. I think that's a smart, safe choice.
You take out your giant slayer. You like immediately reach for it. Its head is out in the water. So like from the beach to the water, like it's about 30 feet into the water right now.
And this is a hydra, right? We're able to look at it and just be like, yeah, that's a hydra.
You only seen one of the heads right now.
Heads? Oh, so there is more. Got it.
Well, that was going to be my question. I was going to look around for other ones.
You turn around and you turn your attention to the city of San Lo just beyond its wooden walls from the beach, and you see multiple heads of equal size hovering over the city. There are large necks that emerge from the jungle tree line, enshrouding the city. Each of the heads are staring intently upon the citizens. There are 4 additional heads, making a total of 5. 3 of the heads are leering and hovering and watching the city intently, while one of the heads is staring straight up into the sky, glowing and slowly moving its neck like it's trying to sing. The glow from the singing hydra's head has the same glow and pulses the same way as the floating island of blood shards revealed in the last session. Turn your attention back to the hydra in front of you, back on the beach, and it's staring at you. I'm gonna need the 3 of you to roll initiative as it starts to make its way towards you.
I would also like to stand behind Menace.
Yeah. Seriously.
That is a dirty 20.
I got a 23. 23.
An 18.
Wow. And would you believe that's the lowest of the 4 rolls? Everyone got plus 20. That is nuts.
Well, Menace,
When you look at Menace, Menace is visibly shaking.
using my skull cap of silence to send him a message to give him some reassurance, I say, today we stand as not mere adventurers, but legends in the making. This is for every shadow of a doubt casted by your father, Menace. Before us lies a hydra, not a beast just of teeth and blood shards, but of defiance against those who never believed in you. It's in the heart of such battles that true heroes are forged from roaring fires of courage within us. So unsheath your weapons, Menace. Let's carve a tale into history that will echo for eternity, for bravery, for glory, and most importantly, for yourself. Now let's go turn doubt into a fucking legend.
Oh. Okay, I love it. It's not so bad, almost. Why is everything echoey?
Wait, Reginald can hear us?
Yeah, he's bonded to you, so we'll just assume that.
I would just love that he's just doing like,
He has a splitter with the headphones.
he's got the one earphone.
Yeah. I prefer that.
Okay, he's a football coach on the beach line.
Oh
So-
my God.
So Menace is visibly shaking. Menace shakily reaches for his weapons, but can't seem to grasp it. And then he hears Armos's words in his ears, but he's still getting a little too gripped up by fear. So he takes his last potion of growth and shakily brings it to his mouth, and he drinks that as an action. And Menace grows taller to 8 feet tall, maybe just under 8 feet. Don't tell anyone. As a bonus action, I use my helmet to talk back to the group. Sorry, I didn't have my wits about me. Let's do this.
Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 22, the Hydra head. As it lunges forward, it snaps forward like a whip and extends itself out, and so like in the water, it like lunges its head back. It slowly moves back, and like a spring, it lunges forward and is going to attack the 3 of you. As it goes in for a massive bite. This thing's very large and it can hit the 3 of you with 1 attack. With a 23 to hit, as it comes down with its massive bite onto the 3 of you. Drell, does that hit?
Not with my reaction.
Oh, go ahead and use your reaction first.
So I'm going to use my form of the beast, and I'm going to use my tail reaction to increase my AC.
Yeah.
So that is going to be.
So that's on the money. So you're guaranteed to pass with a 1.
I rolled a 1, so my AC is 24.
Amazing. So you get out of the way. Menace and Armos, as this thing comes down and goes to bite, I want to need you guys to make me a dexterity saving throw of a DC 15 to see if if you get stuck in this thing's mouth.
Oh,
Does
my goodness.
I rolled a 0? It's about as bad as you can get.
I rolled an 11.
You both take 15 points of piercing damage.
Piercing. Armos.
Yes. It's paying off.
Yeah, so what is it's a warlock ability while you take half damage on that, right?
Also, I have acid resistance as well, by the way, just in case that if that comes up.
It may. You know what? It just might. This massive hydra lunges at you like a spring, Drell, you dodge out of the way as you use your reaction. You grow this massive dragon tail and lunge out of the way. Menace and Armos, you're going to take 15 points of piercing damage. Armos, that's half for you because of your trait. But the two of you are stuck between its teeth, and its foul breath insults your nostrils as it breathes out as you feel the vibrations of the roar from the hydra as you're staring down its long tunnel of a mouth, and you're seeing this red glowy energy faintly shining down its long neck as it's trying to crush you within its teeth. You are considered grappled while it's like forcing its way down. You're using all of your strength to not get crushed between its teeth right now. So on your next turn, you can make another contested grapple check to see if you can try to escape. Otherwise, at the end of your turns, you're going to take constriction damage. It's going to go ahead and use and move itself back. Drell, it noticed that you moved out of the way real quick, and as a bonus action, he is going to use an ability as he stares at you. Go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw of a DC 14 as its eyes shift from a fiery yellow to a blood red.
Oh, dude. Okay, I got a roll of 14. That's a 17.
Hey, you are not stunned as as you feel your mind reverberating. That feel like this psychic scratch across your skull as it's trying to influence you somehow. We're going to go ahead and move to initiative 20. Drell.
Okay. The first thing I would like to do is use my bonus action to go into a rage because I see my friends being pretty much tied down in the mouth of this beast. Since I already have my Giant Slayer out, I'm going to go ahead and take a few attacks.
You are far away from it. It is still in the water. When it attacked, it struck like a snake. So it reached out. It had that range on you. So it grabbed Midas and Armos and then went back over the water. So he's still in the water. You wouldn't be able to get a melee attack unless you run up on it.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet because this is the longest beach in the world. Can I?
Longest beach in the world.
Okay, so what I would like to do is I'm going to move 30 feet, and instead of attacking, I'm going to, as my action, I'm going to take out one of my brews that I brewed, specifically the brew of strength, and I'm going to drink it, which gives me +1 to strength for an hour. So now instead of +4, I have +5 to strength for an hour.
Awesome. Yeah, it's definitely going to come in handy.
That has to be my action, so I can't dash. So yeah, okay, that's my turn then.
Awesome. So you go ahead, you run up, you crack that potion, you drink your brew, you gain +1 strength. We're going to move to initiative 18, Armos. Stuck within the jaws of the hydra. What are you doing?
I'm gonna Misty Step out if I can see out of his mouth.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I'll catch you.
30 feet back onto the beach.
You Misty Step onto the beach. Your pants are now soaked from the water as you catch yourself. You did, there was a bit of a drop because this thing is so high up in the air. It is huge. And Minish, you feel the crushing weight just a little bit more without Armos' strength helping you keep its giant mouth open. You go ahead and Misty Step. What else are you doing?
You have so many skills nowadays. I'll figure it out later. Okay. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it from where I'm standing.
Absolutely.
Just to see what kind of damage I do to it. So I wind up, I cast Eldritch Blast 3 times, and a 14, an 18, and a 17.
Those 3 bounce off its scales. The number you're looking for is 19.
That's what I was worried about. Okay. And then, so I can't move because I was already grappled, or can I move now?
Now you can move, yeah, because you're no longer grappled.
Trill!
Oh my god, he saw in his mouth. It's just yelling in your mind. It was so gross.
So after hitting the ground, I turned around, shot it with Eldritch Blast, see that it does nothing, scramble to my feet, run to Drell, and then let him know that Menace is still in there.
You go ahead and finish your turn. You run to Drell, and we're going to go back to the top of the round at initiative 23 minutes.
I'm going to do it's a strength check or a...
Yeah, so it'll be a saving throw here. Yeah, escape, it would be a DC 15. Dexterity or strength. I'm allowing you to choose how you want to get out.
Well, I'm definitely using strength because I have advantage on those now. So, in my enlarged state, I like to... I like to think that I started growing as it chomped down on me, and then as soon as I grow into full, I lift it up with a 26 on my strength saving throw.
Yeah, you lift it up as you're growing bigger, and like as you're getting bigger, it's helping you, and you open its mouth, you're like, ah, you're so vascular. You can see the veins underneath your fur as you pop out and fall down into the ocean.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I could do a check maybe to like ride it.
You want to try to get on top of it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me, I love that. I absolutely love that. Go ahead and make me a acrobatics check as you try to climb on top of its face as you're heading towards its nose. So you're climbing along the top teeth. This thing is moving wildly. It's going to be a DC 18.
I don't know if I'm gonna make that. We didn't get any inspiration die, did we?
Not.
Shit.
Yeah, my extra one.
Yeah, I got a 12 on my acrobatics.
12. You aren't able to hold on, and you realize how slippery this thing is. You're face to face. You're actually grabbing on to the crystal scales that you've heard so much about, and you're able to look it almost in the eye that this is the beast you have been searching for since you started your adventure. And you share a look, and then you lose your grip and you fall into the water as you fall down, and it roars, and you feel the vibration of the roars. You fall into the water. You're now swimming.
As I fall into the water, you see Minas fall into the depths of the water, and you see a whirlpool go in the water for a moment, and then Minas pops back up floating with his SIDS as he uses his writhing tide to float above the water, and he pulls out his rapiers and is going to make one rapier attack.
You're at the base of the hydra and you slash away. Roll to hit.
That is a 27.
Hits.
So that is 11 points of silver piercing damage, if that matters. Plus 1 from my growth. Plus 5 from my SIDS. And then I'm probably going to use a favorite foe mark.
Oh, this is definitely a favorite foe for you, Menace.
Yeah, which is 2. So that's 19 points of damage total as I swim up from the whirlpool and stab it as I come out of the water.
You're breaking through it and you're getting it between the scales as they're like expanding and contracting. And sure enough, you're seeing this thing bleed. You also notice that besides your attacks, the part of its body that's like already in the water, it looks like it's constantly bleeding. And this is like a normal thing for it to do. And we're gonna move to initiative 22, which is the Hydra. As it's staring at Drell and Armos, you're right underneath it, so it doesn't really notice you just yet, even though you're attacking it. He's gonna go ahead, and you see his mouth close and then slowly open as pink mist begins to spew from its mouth. In a 30-foot cone, he's going to release a red pinkish mist similar to that of a dragon's breath. Armos and Drell, I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw of a DC 18.
Easy.
I'm 45 feet away from him. I mean, rules are rules. You know?
Oh yeah,
Rules
you know
are
what? You're
rules.
right. Okay,
Rules are rules.
fair enough.
Just kidding.
Rules are rules. So
Tony's
it's
like,
gonna go
okay,
ahead
he
and
leans
move.
his head forward to you. And yeah, I was gonna say.
Rules are rules. You see that he swims closer to the
Perfect.
towards the beach, and
shit.
almost knocking Minas off his writhing tide as he moves out of the way. You're still right under
Why
it,
did he say anything?
and he is going to release this red pinkish mist breath. Make me a Constitution saving throw of a DC 18.
Not 20.
Got an 8.
You are going to take 50 points of necrotic damage. Drell, you're going to take half that. As a bonus action, you see that as it lifts its head up, you see the rumbling of its neck, and you see like something is regurgitating out of its throat, and he throws up this pinkish red gunk onto the beach, and it spews at your feet, and it begins to bubble, and then you see these little creatures, and you see them snapping. It's like,
Oh, God.
mouths, random arms, random limbs. It is these maw monsters that you countered last arc. You see Reginald go, oh, look at them, they're adorable. And it is going to spew. Oh, that's not bad. It's gonna make 4 of them. 4 more monsters. 4 more. 4 maw monsters get thrown up onto the beach.
So I'm gonna look at Armos, and I'm gonna point to all the mob monsters. I'm gonna be like, you can handle these, right? Okay, thanks. And I'm going to run past them, and I am going to take an attack on the Hydra. It's gonna be 29 to hit. So my second attack is a 23 to hit. And for leveling up to level 11 fighter, I am now going to take my third attack.
Whoa! Shit!
It's time.
Fuck, but I miss it. It's a 14.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okay. So
He's got 3 attacks now. I did not account for that.
I didn't even know that was happening.
why do you think I didn't want to tell you when we were having the short rest? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if that picked up. That's a pretty good roll. That is going to be 38 damage on my first attack.
Ooh, first attack.
Yeah.
Okay, 38 points of damage. You slash it up.
And then that'll be my turn.
Almost. With Menace free from its mighty maw.
I'm gonna get the old circle measuring cup thing out and just make sure I'm doing this about right. So I'm gonna take a few steps back, about 20 steps backwards from everything, and then I'm gonna cast Sickening Radiance so that it hits all the monsters that came in and the Hydra.
Yeah. So you cast Sickening Radiance at a 30-foot sphere on the beach and half on the water. You're going to get everything in there. What does it do? What do I need to do?
Each of them have to make a Constitution save of a DC 18.
DC 18. Constitution saving throw. Okay, so we'll do the maw monsters first. Oh, they failed with an 11. And the Hydra, I have a little more oomph, failed.
So they all take 26 damage.
Maw monsters pop on the beach.
All 4?
All 4 of them.
Awesome. I'm gonna use my other ability, Hurl Through Hell.
I knew this was coming.
Yep.
So when you hit a creature with an attack, you get to you can use this feature and instantly transport it through the lower planes until at the end of my next turn. The target returns to the space previously occupied in the nearest thing. It takes, and then it says if it's not a fiend, which I don't think it is.
It is not.
It takes 10d10 psychic damage. Oh my god, there's so many dice in my ear. 33 damage.
33 points of damage. I had a strong feeling.
Because I told you in our thing. In our after Patreon talk.
Yes. Attacking the Hydra, the spell connects and the Hydra reels its head back from the psychic damage, clearly in pain. He reels his head back with its mouth nearly splitting open from the psychic damage, and as it falls back, just about to crash into the ocean, its body spirals and warps out of existence and the ground shakes. And then you look back to the city, and then you see the same thing happens to the other 4 heads that were enshrouding the city. And then you also notice that the floating island of Bloodshards, way in the distance, disappears. Oh! And you notice a sudden change in the landscape, and it feels very uneasy and wobbly as something catastrophic just changed.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Ormos, you did it. You killed the thing. Great job. Oh my gosh, I didn't think we'd do it that fast.
What else are you doing on your turn? Because it comes back at the end of your turn.
End of my next turn.
End of your next turn.
Yeah.
So what else are you doing?
I'm going to drink a health potion as my bonus action.
We're not in combat anymore, right? Or are we?
Oh, that's a great question.
You definitely still in combat. It's coming back. The spell says it comes back at the end of his next turn. So you're not in combat, but you only have 6 seconds.
We'll just take a short rest and then do this again, right? And it's all good.
You might want to use a bonus action to tell your boys what just happened. Because they just throw this thing, get warped out of existence.
Almost, you killed it. Great job.
Guys, it's going to be back in a moment. Brace yourself. Minutes, get out of the water.
And you end your turn, and we're going to go ahead and move to initiative 23, Minus.
What just happened? I guess I'll just use a dash action.
You float out of the ocean and back onto the beach.
Yeah, so I use a dash action and my SIDS swirl into a small tornado and float me back onto the beach, and I get a running start and go over to Drell and use my bonus action to say, what's happening, guys? What's going on? It just disappeared. Is it over? Is it just like that?
They just see me concentrating really hard. He's gonna be back, and I'm just like trying to hold the spell,
Okay.
I'm like sweating.
Okay, I'll be ready. And I'll stay where I am. I use both my action and my bonus action, so I'm just hold them fast.
We're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 22, which is the Hydra. As it hurls through hell, as it passes through the 9 layers, you see this massive Hydra and this island swirling through, and then Armos' greater demons that he summoned on one of the 9 hells. And he goes, "Rrr, rrr." You see a Balgura and a Tanaruk looking at each other as this massive Hydra just hurls through from one end of a portal, hurls its way through over the hellish sky and disappears in another portal. And then we're gonna move to initiative 20.
Okay, so what I would like to do is, as a bonus action, I would like to message both Armos and Minas, and I'm just gonna say, do you want strength or fortitude? And then I guess that is like, so strength brew is +1 strength for an hour, and the fortitude is resistance to all physical non-magical damage for 1 hour.
Oh. I'll take the second one.
Oh, I already got that. So
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna, or I'd be going through my bag, be like, okay, well, I also got like, let me see, Swift Thistle, which is Dex, it's +2 Dex for an hour, or I got Quick Thistle, which is +15 feet for an hour.
Give me the dex. Give me the dex.
Yeah, so what I'll do is, so then as my action, I would like to toss Minas a Swift Thistle Brew, which is the deck +2 Dex for an hour. And then I would like to toss Armos a Fortitude Brew, which is the resistant to all physical non-magical damage for an hour. And then that'll be my turn.
Sure. And we're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 18, Armos.
As my bonus action, I'm drinking that fortitude for sure. I'm going to continue to concentrate on my sickening radiance.
Tony's like, say it. End of your turn.
No. Not yet. Hold on.
Do what you gotta do, man. This is your time. Love hurl through hell, by the way. What a great thing.
As he looks over at the broken clipboard that he snapped in half when his arm was.
I'm going to hold my action and prepare Eldritch Blast the moment I see those beady red eyes and prepare for him to come back as I let him back in.
The pressure feels immediately off and the portal-like warp appears over the blood-soaked ocean, and then a gargantuan beast falls from the sky, reappearing at the place where it disappeared from, except rather than one head, it is all 5.
5?
Oh, the whole Hydra that was covered by the island now falls in front of 3 of you.
Oh.
The body crashes into the water and causes a moderate tidal wave that knocks the 3 of you over. Then something else appears. The floating island of Bloodshards appears in the sky over the Hydra. However, it's slanted, crooked, and displaced, and falls and crashes into the water as a large tidal wave is formed and the ground shakes beneath you. Make me a strength saving throw as you try to grab onto something to stand your ground from this massive tidal wave heading towards you. DC 15.
Armos.
I got a 15. Right as you said 15. Oh,
I got 25.
I got an 18.
So none of you take any damage. You manage to hold on to a rock and grab some rubble as you withstand the massive tidal wave, as you feel like you're holding on to your breath the best you possibly could. As the water crashes over, it goes over you and crashes over the beach and onto the city of San Lo. The red tinted water crashes into its walls of the city, and you see some damage has been done to the city walls and destroying the San Lo docks over in the distance. And then you see as the Hydra tries to regain its composure, you notice that one of the heads on your far west side raises itself up and begins to move and sing like it was before, as one of the heads is now erect straight into the sky and tries to sing like it was before, as you saw, as it needs to maintain something. And the giant massive island of blood shards is crashed into the ocean about 300 feet out. And standing before you is the massive hydra on the beach, or in the water just on the beach.
Question, is this considered a sea creature?
It is not considered a sea creature.
Okay, I was just wondering for no reason.
Drow puts away his Triton.
It's a trident.
Minor thing. So wherever he left, he should have reappeared. If that's the case, he gets hit by sickening radiance the moment he comes back.
Yes, that head. Yeah, one of his heads is still in the sickening radiance. Absolutely.
Okay, I was just making sure. So it says when a creature moves into the area for the first time on a turn or starts there, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw.
So we go ahead and we move to initiative 23. Whoa.
It's got to do a Constitution saving throw.
It does.
True.
It does have to do a Constitution saving.
And take a bunch of Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you thought you were getting away from that? No, sir.
Yeah.
So it passed. It passes Constitution check with a 22.
Oh. Another thing. Forgot. Sorry. When it takes damage, it suffers 1 level of exhaustion and emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius.
Oh.
It definitely emits a dim greenish light. It does not suffer any points of exhaustion.
Oh my goodness. But no, if he passes, he doesn't take anything.
Wait, why is that one red?
That's the one that's singing. But we can't hear it because we have our helmets on them, make it so we can't hear anything, right?
So if I take it off, can I hear it?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Notes. Do not take helmet off.
What if it's a banger?
I think it's pretty alluring, to be honest. Maybe you should do that.
Oh God.
Foremost blasted.
All right. Boom.
So it does reappear. It enters your zone of attack, and you can You can now use your Eldritch Blast that you ready. Go ahead and roll to hit, and let me know which head you're hitting.
Oh.
I got a 17, a 12, and then a 22.
22 hits. Which head are you hitting?
I'm just gonna focus on this big ugly one in front of me that we've been hitting.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for damage.
12 damage.
Oh, wow. 12 points of damage. Absolutely. We're gonna move to initiative 23. Menace. Staring down now 5 heads of the Hydra. What are you doing?
Oh man, it's gonna be okay. I've been training for this. This too soon. And I start slinging a bunch of bullets, using my magic bullets, my elemental bullets. So I am going to take
bullets. Interesting.
2 attacks at this bad boy. Before I do that, actually, is it a bonus action to take the potion or an action?
It's an action to take the potion.
I almost kind of got away with doing bonus action, but you let it slide, so.
Oh yeah.
You did it as a bonus action?
I thought it was a bonus action.
No, it's supposed to be an action, but I slipped up, so he can take it.
So I will attack. So I got a 29 with my first hit.
Hits.
And a 14 on the other. So it'll take 10 points from my sling bullets. Then it will take 5 points of thunder damage and 6 points for my hunter's mark as my Sids swarm around and create a kind of like a dust sandstorm around me, giving me quarter cover after I hit. And I say, I can't just like speak to them normally. I have to use a bonus action every time I talk.
Yes.
Can we say bonus action just activated it?
You know what?
For podcast
For
reasons?
podcast reasons, we'll fix it. Yeah, we'll say that you guys can openly communicate. You're right. I think it'll make it much better. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fair. You're now facing 5 Hydra heads. I'll allow it.
And then after I go into this sandstorm, even though I'm already in this sandstorm, I say, Drill, don't hate me. And I go invisible. And I have my turn.
What? Why?
He's doing it again. And you end your turn, and we're going to go ahead and move to the Hydras. I don't think you guys are gonna like me right now.
I mean, it's only one creature, so they only get to go once, right?
oh, first
Right.
time fighting a hydra. That's right. Each head gets to go once. They all share one bonus action, but each head gets its own action.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's not fun fighting hydras. And the first, so we're gonna go ahead and use the first damage one. Joel, go ahead and roll me a d6 real quick.
Okay. It's a 1.
One, okay, does not get its mist back. It's then going to look at Armos, and it's going, you see that it opens its mouth, and this large bone begins to come out. Similar like to the other demons you fought, it is a giant bone blood spear that is being shooting out of its mouth. It's going to go ahead and roll a hit on Armos with a 21 to hit. That's going to deal.
First off, you assumed a 21 hits. How rude. But correct.
As you take 28 points of piercing damage.
Hey,
as
that's
this
half.
large blood spear shoots from its mouth as it like almost disconnects to allow this massive blood spear to go through, crashes onto the beach. So you're gonna take half damage there. We're gonna go to the second head. You see that as it looks to you at the beach, it's gonna go ahead and try to make a bite on Drell, Minas, and Armos. You're also gonna be in attack range of this because it's massive.
Disadvantage on me?
Yeah, I'll say it's disadvantage for you. So it's a 24 to hit on Armos and Drell for Minas.
Reaction.
It would have been a nat 20, but it's a disadvantage. Roll a nat 20.
Oh, wow.
So a 24 to hit. Drell, use a reaction.
Okay, I'm gonna be using my Dragon Tail again to buff my AC.
Sure.
That is now, okay, my AC is 28 now.
So you dodge out of the way. Armos, you are going to take 17 points of piercing damage.
Hey, that's half.
Well, you know, at least it's doing the damage type that you wanted.
I would like to wait, which one hit me? Is this ugly one in front of me?
The ugly one in front of you did the blood spear. The one to its right, to the east, snapped and bit you. The third head is going to go, and it's going to move closer to the beach. And it's going to go ahead and use a bonus action. Now, it only gets one bonus action between the 5 heads. Look at you. As it makes this gross, disgusting mist and regurgitates more of these more monsters onto the beach. That's going to be 6 more monsters. As it regurgitates. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's so cute. Look at them. Go take one, almost. Go take one. As they start to crawl on the beach. The one in the back, the 4th Hydra head, is going to rear its head up, and you feel this vibration in the water. Everybody make me a Constitution saving throw of DC 18.
19.
19.
8.
Okay? As a seismic blast erupts from its mouth. Damn, Armos is taking a beating. You're gonna take 28 points of bludgeoning damage as the seismic blast, like boom, like a big eruption, like a big thunder wave, spreads out to the beach.
That's halved. Ooh.
Is it really bludgeoning also? Oh, from non-magical attacks, right? Wow, look at that. Look at the bruise coming in. Nice.
Drell. That was clutch.
And then it's gonna go to the 5th head's turn, which is the one singing in the back, and it does not move as it focuses on its drone. We're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 20. Drell.
So the first thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna kind of put my hand in my helmet and look at the guys and be like, okay, we need to like spread out. We all can't be in the same area.
Agreed.
On it. I will be out of here
Minas.
in next turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say Minas go east, Armos go west, and I'll stay here and fight the Hydra head in the front and the Hydra head in the back.
I might be going somewhere else.
Armos, stick to the plan.
And I wink at him.
And then I'm gonna go up and I'm going to just keep attacking with my greatsword for the head right in front of me.
Sure. As you go ahead and run and you make that plan, you see Reginald goes, scramble! And now the 3 of you are going to disperse. Go ahead and roll to hit.
So that is a 22 to hit.
It's,
That is a 28 to hit. And that's a 27 to hit.
yep. Wow, the 3-piece. 3-piece and a biscuit, dude.
Yeah.
By the way, just a little housekeeping. This one needed to also make another Constitution save at the start of his turn.
Oh, it does. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that now. Yeah, so as you end your turn, as the Hydra ends its turn, it's going to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for that sickening radiance that it's still in. I don't know why he didn't move him out of the way. Ooh, he fails with a 10.
20 radiant damage and 1 point of exhaustion, but we'll pass by that.
Yeah, we'll
one.
pass by
that one.
Sorry, Joe, continue.
Okay, so that is 28 points of damage on my first 3 attacks. I'm also going to use one of my, and then I'm actually going to action surge and take another 3 attacks.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, might as well, It's a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
27 to hit. I'm going to use a luck point on that one. That was a nat 1. And that's another dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, combo, the 6-piece. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, hopefully I'll roll better damage than that first one. That's only 20 damage on the second 3 attacks.
You're slashing this thing up, and it's still bleeding like normal.
Okay. And then I guess finally, I want to kind of assess, like, as I'm doing this damage, I want to see, like, is it bleeding? Because you said it was like bleeding into the water. Is it bleeding more since we're doing all this damage to it? Or does it look like it's not very, like, phased because it's, like, such a big creature with, like, 4 other heads?
You're definitely cutting it up, and you're definitely dealing damage to it. It is reacting to your attacks. But this is that, yes, it is a hydra in practice, but you do know that this is connected. You do know that you're probably fighting a demon of some kind, and it's just in bloodlust.
All right. That is going to be my turn. And I'm just going to look at Armos and say, stick to the plan.
Oh, I already know. I think I know what Armos is doing. Armos, we're going to move to initiative 18.
Okay. I don't know what's about to happen, but it'll make a good story if we don't live.
What?
I know what he's going to do too.
I'm going to use Arcane Gates and teleport to the island of
I
Bloodshards.
fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I was already thinking of how I could get there.
It's within 500 feet, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you said it was 300, I think, earlier.
Yeah. What's the spell called?
Arcane Gate. You can you create a teleportation portal, or you create teleportation portals that remain open for the duration. You choose 2 points on the ground that you can see. One in within 10 feet of you, and the other within 500 feet of you. A circular portal is 10 feet in diameter, which opens over each point. If the portal is open in a space occupied by a creature, the spell fails. The spell and the casting is lost. The portal is a 2-dimensional glowing ring that fills with mist hovering an inch off the ground to a particular point that you choose. The ring is visible only on one side, your choice, which is functionally as a portal. It functions as a portal. Any creature or object entering the portal exits from the other portal as if they were adjacent to each other, passing through the portal.
I wish Tony didn't turn his camera off.
Oh, my mouth is quite agape, sir.
Tony just ripped up his notebook and threw it out the window.
This is a fucking curveball, I'll tell you that.
You and me got a similar brain, Jerry.
Okay, I didn't know you had this guy.
Well, I had to, so I switched it. I switched it a while ago because I kept using Mind Spike and it always failed on bosses. So I was like, all right, this thing's terrible. So I was like, well, I'll get something in case we ever like get into 500 feet of that island. And then the island came to us. So this works out.
Yep. Sure does.
No more holy aura though.
Well, I don't know about works out is a keyword. Let's see what happens.
We'll see.
So you're going to go ahead and use your action to cast Arcane Gate. I'm going to use the Hydra's first legendary action, and it's going to make a bite attack against you.
wait.
Rude.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. I'm sweating, boys. I gotta be honest. 25 to hit. Okay. Make me a dexterity or strength saving throw with DC 15, or you're grappled in its mouth.
So I got a 10, but
Okay. You take 16
use-
points of
hold on.
damage. I know.
Hold
you take-
on.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Dark One's luck. Oh my god, I got a 1 now.
Aww. You don't have any inspiration left, do you?
lip is right.
Holy.
Oh my God. I am sweating. Okay. Yeah, so it definitely makes that legendary action against you as you go ahead and cast Arcane Gate. Bites. You failed with an 11. So you are now grappled in its mouth, and you took 16 points of piercing damage. That is halved for you. It's going to be 8 points of damage.
Got it. Okay.
You are now in its mouth, grappled. What are you doing?
Am I up in the sky?
Yes.
Or okay, I am. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to use a bonus action to Misty Step out of it.
Yeah.
Can you turn your camera on for me?
No.
He's like writing on the whiteboard as Jared's trying to talk.
Go ahead and Misty Step out of its mouth. Oh my God.
And then, knowing where the portal is, I can walk into it.
Sure can.
All right. And then I end up.
You walk through the arcane gate and you appear on the other side on the island made of blood shards. It is like a small jungle island with blood shards protruding everywhere. They are mountainous. It is a moderate-sized island. It spans over 500 feet long. On the table, you can't see the other half of it, but it is a very large blood shard island. And there are also trees growing on it. It is a piece of earth that has been converted and changed into essentially a giant blood shard. What else are you doing?
Oh, I think everyone knows.
I think you
Oh
do.
no.
Ormus, look around. Oh boy. Oh wow.
As I'm about to step through the portal, I give Drell a wink. I go through the portal and then see the blood shards and immediately take out my tome and smack.
That's an action, bud. It's gonna be an action.
Okay, in that case, I Misty Step out of the monster's mouth, hit the ground running, dive into the portal, and then in just covered in a sea of blood shards that
Yes.
we'll wait till next turn.
Yes. You see as you jump through the portal, landing on this island, you notice that 2 of the heads immediately snap to your direction. As you get the sense that, so you know that when you used Hurl Through Hell and it disappeared and came with it as well with the island, that the 2 are tethered somehow.
I knew it.
Even though you did not see a physical connection, but somewhat of a bond, so to speak.
With any remaining thing, can I get behind something?
No, that would be a movement. Yeah. So you are like well hidden, but it knows where you are, as it is tethered to the island. And we're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 1, which are these maw monsters, and they're gonna go ahead and move 30 feet. Just a couple of little blood slugs. They look like little tiny hydra heads and little other body parts of beings it ate, as it begins to move forward. And then we're gonna go back to initiative 23 minutes.
Oh boy.
So that portal's still open, by the way. It's not like as soon as I step through, it goes away.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. So forever.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need a towel. I'm physically sweating.
I'm on the other side of the portal, so I just saw Armos step forward and disappear. I have no idea what just happened. Armos, are you okay?
Yeah, Minus, I'm good. I'm on the island, bud.
Okay. Oh, all right.
I'd wave to you, but
There's so many blood shards here. Oh, it's like Christmas. I'm sorry. It's like Winter Shield.
I step back 5 feet and see the portal go. Oh, I see. Okay. No, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. And I'm going to run 30 feet over to the campfire. And I'm going to drink the Swift Thistle potion that Drell made.
Sure.
What does that do again, Drell?
You got the dexterity one, right?
Yeah.
So it just gives you +2 dexterity So your modifier, whatever your dex modifier is, just add 2 to it for an hour.
To the points, not the...
No. Yes. So you would add 4.
Oh, it literally gives me +2?
Yeah, it gives you +2.
Holy shiza. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. So I definitely drink that. And what does that potion look like as I drink it?
You ever have aloe vera drink?
Yeah, it's like murky green and it has like little chunks. Yo, aloe vera drink is clutch. I get it still to this day at 7-Eleven. Yeah, it's kind of murky and it definitely has chunks of like not aloe, but like leaves and stuff in it. It's kind of like a kale smoothie, but like beer. It's a plant malt. It's what it is.
Plant malt.
Yeah.
Very hoppy. It's all hops.
very. It's super aromatic. Like as soon as you open it, you just get hit in the face with it.
For a brief moment, time stands still as Minas remembers his mother holding him as a baby, feeding him when he was sick. Potion similar to this, and then flashes back into the moment and is ready to fight this hydra.
Little boy. Where's your good little boy? You strong boy.
And that's all I'm gonna do on my turn because I can't use any attack actions with my bonus actions.
Okay. And then we're gonna move to initiative 22. As I gotta kill Armos. I'm sorry. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. So 2 of the heads are immediately drawn to your attention as they quickly move towards the island, almost like their reaction in a fight or flight response. Drell and Minas from the beach, you instantly notice like how quick, like their necks snap when Armos went through that portal and teleported onto the island. It was like they immediately sensed what's going on. 2 of the heads quickly rush over to the island as it moves its massive heads to the shore of the crashed island, looking in your direction. And as they see you stand on the ground made of Bloodshard, do me a favor, roll me 2d6. Let me know what you get individually.
A 1 and a 4.
1 and a 4. Great, those are good. They're good. They're not getting his recharges back.
Thank goodness.
One of them is going to use the Hydra's whole bonus action, and it's going to stare at you. Its eyes glow blood red, and they become wider as you feel seismic force looking at you. Go ahead and make me a Constitution. Make me a Charisma saving throw of a DC 14. God damn it!
27.
Oh my goodness, Armos. This is Armos' time. You thought this was Minas' story. No, this is Armos'.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. It's gonna go ahead and one of the heads is gonna make a bite attack against you. Roll the 17, 28 to hit. Go ahead and make me a DC, a dexterity saving throw with a DC 15.
10.
You fail as you take 25 points of piercing damage. That's going to be halved. You resist it, and you are now grappled. It used its movement, so it's rearing its head up. You are kind of like you are now 15. You're about 30 feet away from like the island's edge as it's like lifted up as it snapped to bite down on you. The second head that went to zone in on you, it's gonna go ahead and just try to make a move, get close to the island as possible as it's looking at the other head, trying to protect itself. The head in front of Drell is going to go ahead and bite him. 17 to miss. The fourth head over to the east is going to also try to bite Minas because none of its recharge abilities came back. Like a spring, as it cocks its head back and shoots forward, you see that it rapidly extends with a 22 to hit. You're going to take 15 points of piercing damage, and go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw of a DC 15 to try to escape from its massive mouth.
That is going to be a... Thank goodness I have all that stuff. That's a 19.
You are not grappled in its massive mouth, so you just take that 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh, thank you, Drell.
And then we're going to go ahead and move to Drell's turn on initiative 20.
Okay. Drell looks at Minas and then looks at the portal and he gives Minas like a thumbs up or thumbs down. Like he doesn't know if he should go in there or not. And then I think deep down, he's just like, he knows Armos's plan and he's just going to try to help him with it. So I think Drell just jumps through the portal since it's right next to him to teleport to the island.
Oh my goodness. Minis goes to put his thumbs down as Drell goes through the portal.
Fuck.
Wait, we
Drell
have
just steps-
telepathic helmets and we're like still doing thumb things.
We're not used to the helmets, okay?
Yeah. And the main goal for this is so I want to come out of the portal and there's no way to help like I know Armos is going to Misty Step, but I want to see if he can like save that for the legendary attack that he's going to get on him. Is there any way that I can help him either as a distraction of one of the heads, so then he only has to fight one of them or get around one of them? Or is there a way I can just help him like get like as a help action to like help him get out of the situation he's in right now without Misty Stepping, like burning his Misty Step right now?
Unless you're using a specific ability that can help him inside the mouth of a giant monster. I know that's kind of like a broad answer. I'm going to say no, because this is a gargantuan, enormous monster, and he looks like a speck. You can barely even see Armos compared to the size of him.
All right, then what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to step through the portal, I'm going to land on the island, and the opposite head that has Armos, I'm going to go over to it and attack it, and then try to distract that away from Armos dealing with the other head.
Sure, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a nat 20 on my first one.
Oh, wow.
It's technically a 31 to hit. I don't know if that hits. That's a 23 to hit, and a 26 to hit. Okay, so now, hold on, I gotta grab 2 more sets of D6s and D8s. Give me 1 second.
Sorry, I'm naming these heads.
No need. They're going to be gone in a second.
I've never rolled this much dice in my life.
Not if I have anything to do about it. Ha ha ha. Sid Sweat.
I'm guessing each of these. I'm theory crafting as we're doing this. I'm guessing each of these big crystal clusters counts for one head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Haha. Interesting theory, Dan. You're quite the astute observer.
That is 61 damage to the beast. And then, oh, sorry. So I am going to make that a distracting strike. So that's actually an additional D10. That's 1. So 62 damage total.
Nice.
Now it's done.
No. What else are you doing?
Death's Door. That's really it. And I want to, yeah, I know it's huge, but again, I was just trying to distract it away from Armos.
Does it need to do anything with the distracting strike?
No, and I guess that's where the verbiage gets weird. It says it's distracting so other people get advantage, but it doesn't technically say it's like focused on me, so like I guess that's like,
yeah, so the move you're looking for, I believe, is goading attack, is what you're trying to do. The maneuver goading attack makes it so if it tries to attack anything that isn't you, it gets disadvantage.
I have to look that one up. All right. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and move to initiative 18. Armos. Make me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Or he doesn't have to if he just Misty Steps.
Or if you Misty Steps. Sure.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
I want a Misty Step.
How to make that move a charisma saving throw. What was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
I mean, the only thing I can do now is Misty Step out 30 feet to the island.
Sure. You go ahead and you Misty Step 30 feet. Choose your spot.
Anyone near a Bloodshard? Closest to oh, jeez. Okay, that's not very far. Eye level with the... I mean, I guess I'll land on top of one if I can. Just to be eye level with him and then stare him in the face as I slam my book down. onto that as my action.
Everything goes white, photo negative. The cluster of blood shards that you're standing on completely dissipates as you are now about 60 feet in the air. And as it disappears, it goes into your tome. You see the tome flare out as the pages open as all this blood shard energy. You are overwhelmed with energy in the book that you get knocked out. You fall to the ground as you fall 60 feet as that cluster of blood shards is completely disappeared from the island. Yeah, it hit the fucking nail right on the head with the 5 clusters of blood shards.
I knew it.
As one of the heads disappears. Roll me a d6. If it's a 6, re-roll it.
All right. What I want to know is what number is the one I was just staring at?
This is head number 3, the one that had you in its mouth.
Number 3. So I want a 3 to really emphasize.
You roll a 3, I will lose it.
Oh, it's a 5.
Oh.
5. Ooh, interesting.
It's the singing one, isn't it?
I hope so.
You see the singing head.
Yes.
That is just staring straight up into the sky. I did label them, by the way. As you feel the drone that it's emitting disappear. You feel the rumble underneath the water as the neck begins to crack and split, and then, and as it explodes into blood, you see the energy just disappear. Like the blood falls from the explosion of gore, and before the gore can actually hit the water, it turns into energy and just slowly disappears. Dead. You do not feel the drone anymore. Instantly, as a reaction, you see one of the heads closest to the beach on the eastern side of the beach quickly realize and lifts its head up and begins to let out this drone again.
Wow.
You are gonna take
falling.
6d6 bludgeoning damage as you fall 60 feet as you take 27 points of bludgeoning damage. It will be halved because of your brew. As you fall, you lose a little bit of consciousness from the raw power that you just absorbed from one of these massive blood shard clusters. You appear in the heart of Balloon on this floating pedestal over a blood red ocean under the blue tealish moon next to the well that you have been feeding souls from, where this book is now streaming, almost funneling all the soul energy that you just absorbed into the moon high in the sky that is hovering over the silhouette of a black castle way in the distance that the bridge is constructing towards. And then in front of you is a black cloaked figure with tiefling-like horns with a ruby red gauntlet made of blood shards staring at you. And that is where we're going to end this week's session.
No.
Yeah.
No. I have so much shit talking to do.
You want to shit talk now? You can shit talk right now.
No, we'll save it.
Whew.
I like how grand this is. Really cool.
Yeah, not the way I thought it was gonna end. I'm sweating a little bit. You guys, I think you guys discovered something a little way too soon. We'll talk about it on the after show. But yeah, this is fun. This is fun. I'm sweating. I'm at the edge of my own seat here, trying to stop shit from spiraling.
Oh, it's spiraled already.
Arcane Gate, man.
I've taken so much damage. This. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So was your whole thing like, oh, like they have no way to get there, and then you were like, and then Jared just pulls that out of his pocket, and then you're like, oh fuck.
I knew he was going to use Hurl Through Hell, which is why I have the map the way it is. So I'm like, this is a great way for you guys to have access to this without traveling throughout all of Kambuki Isle. I did not know he had Arcane Gate. That was a wrench.
I almost used it when we were to catch up to the the dwarf when he was running away. But we were trying to be stealthy, so I almost used it then. But
yeah, that might have alerted the town.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, might have alerted somebody for sure. Oh man. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about this on the after show. I want to hear what you guys' thoughts are. I don't know if I should reveal the whole monster, what it is yet, although I'm pretty sure you can guess at this point what it is. If you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. But you can catch all that information on the after show, as there are 4 remaining heads of the Crystal Hydra.
4 left.
Does anybody I have a recommendation, actually.
I do too.
I do too.
All right, we should do one, and the other one should be in the after show.
Yeah, I'll do mine in the after show.
I'm gonna do mine now because it's kind of funny. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the movie Spaceman, which goes against everything I believe in about spiders because I fucking hate spiders. But if you want to see Adam Sandler make best friends with a space spider, or is he really just going insane? Yeah, watch Spaceman. It's a funny artsy fartsy sci-fi drama where a giant massive spider finds Adam Sandler, who plays as an astronaut, just kind of floating through space, and he's intrigued by his loneliness.
I'm really surprised you like that.
I didn't. No, it was an interesting movie for sure. The spider creeped me out, but I was just, I feel like I had to watch it. Also really interesting. It came out after Helldivers 2, because the only good bug is a dead bug. Am I right, boys?
Yep.
I heard that then.
What?
That's
No, I
treason.
didn't hear anything.
That's treason. Anything else before we head it over to the Patreon shoutouts?
Got nothing.
No, I think that's it.
No.
All right. Well, for those who hate multiple encounter episodes, we'll catch you in the next one. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Hey, it's me, Drell, and welcome back to Drell's Bodacious Bodatorium, the only gym for all the right muscles. I want to thank you all again for being the best members ever. I just have some notes here I need to go over. First, we have the Shadow Smugglers. I want to go ahead and give the Dread another shout out. Thanks to him and his green flames, the sauna is back in business. There's a sign up sheet right outside the door. Also, Jack Saunasinki, 30-minute maximum sessions, 4 hours is not allowed. The Dread, get a smoothie on me, big guy. Speaking of smoothies, Alara Dawnstar is our newest employee at the Blend and Bulk Fitness Smoothie Station. Her training got off to a rough start, but make sure you stop on by and say hi. We want to put her skills to the test. My favorite is the Lelouch's Ice Cool Berry Blast. Remember, if you use code BOXY at checkout, you get 2% off your first order. What a deal. Next, we have Reese, the cycle instructor we all know and love. Reese is currently on vacation. He said something about exploring Humbrea and seeing the sights. So, in the meantime, Anma will be taking over the classes. Let's see here. Classes like Ride Like You Need to Survive and Baby Got Bike. All other classes will be postponed. Don't blame me, blame Reese. Julius Kendrick has been temporarily suspended as lead lifeguard. Something about his certifications being invalid and not being able to practice until further notice. On a completely separate topic, our lawyers have asked me to read the following statement. We do not condone the use of any and all Shadowfell certifications being used on the material plane. This next note is from Slimy, who works our front desk. They've brought to my attention that many of you walk straight past them without checking in. I've let them know that they are now able to use any force they deem necessary to stop people who have not checked in. Miranor canceled his membership several weeks ago, and I still see him here. I will catch you. All of you. You have been warned. Next are Bloodshard Bandits. Reigns, I was told you were caught taking gym selfies in front of the mirror again. Tank tops are cool, but if they don't really cover anything, then what's the point? Trust me, I'm a guy that appreciates the art of muscle flexing, but this is a family-friendly gym, bud, so you're gonna need to tone it down. If you want, the semi-annual Drell bodybuilding competition is still open for signups, so make sure you check it out. Warden, the staff told me what you did the other day, and I want to personally thank you for being the unofficial protector of the gym. Those stinking jazz rats keep trying to sneak in and steal supplies from the smoothie bar. I've decided to offer you an exclusive deal. For every jazz rat you collect, you will receive 1 minute of personal training time with yours truly. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Morgan Oldhill, please remember we have a companion daycare drop-off outside for a reason. Even though the fox is extremely cute, we cannot allow them inside. Due to, rules. If we catch you smuggling the fox in your cloak one more time, I will be very mad. And please remember to bring your ticket for pickup. Artemis, the weight room is for everyone. I respect the hustle, and trust me, I, out of all people, understand using every single 45-pound weight and plate is necessary, but we need to remember to share and also put them back when you're done. Keep getting swole, bro. Rocco the Croco, I see you over there on the elliptical while eating your protein bars. I'm looking at you right now. Hey, Rocco, don't look away. I'm more impressed than mad. But for safety, we're gonna need you to eat and then run. I also want to thank you for being the only person to buy the tuna and lemon flavored bars, or else they would just sit there. Aaron Drayson, this is your confirmation for a private room from 2:22 to 2:30 on Tuesday. I'm being told you want the room so you could practice your 2-weapon fighting and sword dueling in front of a mirror. 1, I don't know how you'll get all this done in 8 minutes, and 2, why does it start at 2:22? Anyways, it does. See you then. Next is Rommel. Please make sure you dust off and wipe your feet upon entering the gym. We see the dirt you track in, and the staff, aka me, is not too thrilled to have to continue to sweep up after you. I mean, also, where do you get that much dirt? It just keeps coming out. It never stops. Do you say, I'm gonna go to the gym, I better fill my pockets and boots with dirt? The next is the Sidget College alumni. Andrew Hall, we here at Drell's Bodacious Bodatorium appreciate your consistent need to study, especially during a test week. But you're taking up most of the seating at Bulk and Blend with your books. Please be courteous to others and share the space. Also, there's now a 1 smoothie per hour requirement for all guests not working out. Sakajewa, we've got some complaints about you hogging all the good machines. According to some of the complaints, it seems that your phone time to rep ratio is off. Please remember, for every 1 minute you're on your phone, you should be doing 3 minutes of workout. Other people need the machines too. Make a playlist, bud. Patrick Winterstorm, aka Punk, I just want to give you a big shout out. I've got several acknowledgements that you're a great gym partner, always there to give a spot if needed. You're always looking out for your fellow gym goers, and the staff here at the Bodacious Bodatorium appreciate that and appreciate you. You can always spot me. Saint Chaos, I heard you're the person to talk to if we need some stuff. Our normal distributor for the Bulk and Blend fitness smoothies has suddenly disappeared. We have not seen or heard from him in days. I think he's gone missing. Someone recommended I reach out to you. I like brews and I like a good deal. Please contact Laura for details. Sergio, please stop asking us to look in the lost and found bin. You've asked several times in the past week to see it. If you just tell us what you're looking for, we'll probably be able to help you find it. We here at the Bodacious Bodatorium always return stuff to its rightful owner. An unrelated note, I totally bought these sunglasses. Well, Armos did, and they were very expensive. Sly, the Were Creature Rage Rooms are available for a reason. My trash cans cannot take any more damage. We have the I'm a Were Creature and I'm proud class, so make sure you check it out. I'll see you there. Next, we have Humbrea's Heroes. The following guests are banned from the yoga room and use of yoga balls and all other yoga equipment effective immediately. Alex Dredd, Caleb Schneider, and Johnny Tarr. You know what you did. Please make an appointment with me to get your privileges back. They're for yoga, not kickball. Also invite me next time. Also, speaking of misuse of equipment, Mr. Man with Glass, Odie Mel, Will Miller and Nubs. The racquetball court is for racquetball only. If you four continue to play freeze tag, please take it to a place where no one cares, like the tennis courts outside. Also, side note, I don't know who plays freeze tag by throwing ice at each other. Weird. Well, that's all the notes I have for Drell's Bodacious Bodatorium. I just want to thank you all again for being the best members ever. We appreciate it. See you next time.